Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your website onto the first page of Google search results, the search volume and traffic that the top sites are getting, along with the amount of new leads that will be coming directly to your business. So I've just done a couple of searches here for air duct cleaning, both in Elizabeth City and the Outer Banks area, and I've taken the top search results from each search, the top company, as well as your own website, and I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site that it uses to determine your position in search results, and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. Now you can see just quickly from some of these numbers why these websites are being ranked higher up into the top of the list. But let me go into a little bit further detail on what these numbers mean and how you can improve them. Now, when Google is determining in what order to rank a website in search results, it uses two factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site. Now, this is basically just a popularity contest because this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours and then they create a link. And they act as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So to give you an example, if the local news station did an article on their website for the top 10 best local cleaning companies, and in that article the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now there are a lot of different types of websites that can link back to yours, including any kind of blog or posting sites, press releases, maybe companies that you work with or manufacturers or products that you use. However, one very important and powerful type is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau. Now, these directories are all free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. So as you can see from the amount of websites or domains that are linking back to these companies, this is why Google is trusting them more, has more authority in their site, and therefore is outranking yours and it's the top of the search results. However, there's something to note here is it's not just about the number, the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. So certain websites are more spammy than others, so we need to be going after sites that are highly authoritative and also relative to your service industry, so therefore they'll be passing that trust and power through the backlink to your website. Now, the second factor for ranking a website is the content on the page. Now, unfortunately, you're only getting picked up for one keyword, so let me just use this other company as an example. These are all the key words and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on this company's website, along with the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where we do some research, both in the market and then also in your competitors, to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the services that you offer and then the areas you offer them in, and make sure that those are being included on your website. So just for instance, because this is your base of operations, cleaning services in Elizabeth City, North Carolina is being searched 30 times per month. If you were on the top page of Google search results, those 30 people will be seeing your company every time that they search. Now, I don't know what the conversion rate is for people that call you to getting jobs actually done, but you can just see how the volume can add up to this potential revenue at the end of the month and the end of the year, and that's only off of one keyword phrase. So we repeat that same process for all the different keywords, so that way all that volume can add up to some leads coming into the business and some revenue. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords, so if we take a look at your site here, what I can say is that a lot of people nowadays are searching or surfing the web and searching for companies on their mobile device. So we want to make sure that things are mobile optimized. So we want to make sure like click to call buttons work, that everything can be one push of a button and it's either going to automatically start and input your email address or input the phone number into their dialer. If there is going to be a form submit like that at the top of the page, or it's highly recommended, so that way people can start putting their information in right away. What I am finding here is that there isn't really a whole lot of actual content on the page. And the reason that's an issue is because when Google comes in, it doesn't really care about the layout. It's just going to come in and count all the words and text on the page. Now, it's generally looking for a minimum of about 1,500 words on a home page because it assumes that the more information you have, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you. Now, while it's counting the words, it's also searching for all those keywords. all the services that you offer and the areas you offer them in. However, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services or areas you want to be found for, or keywords in general, means the more content that has to get added to the page. So for instance, these might be really good keywords, however, there isn't enough content around it to qualify. And then also the content supporting the keyword has to be relevant to the keyword itself. So we can't just have a keyword and then a bunch of text that has nothing to do with the keyword, because Google also will not qualify that. So unfortunately, things like this in a list don't qualify that keyword because they don't appear organically in a paragraph or any kind of thing like that. And then also, what I was seeing down at the bottom of the page is Google is also smart enough to be able to read and search for duplicate content. So when it sees all this, that it's exactly the same, it's not adding up to the total content. It's using it once, and then all the rest of it is disregarded. So it's not creating any extra content on the page for you. So how this all plays out in search results is the first thing that's always going to come up is what's called the map pack. This is free to get into. You just need to fill out a Google business profile, which is part of the Maps app, so you can do it right from your smartphone. When doing so, you want to fill out as much information as possible. So all the services you offer, your areas of operation, even the hours. And then in your business description, you're allowed 750 characters. You want to try to get some keywords in there as well. Then you want to be adding photos that are geolocated and tagged from within your service area, as well as posting onto your profile on a regular basis. Collect as many reviews as you can. And then you want to get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to appear in more directories than anybody else on this list. Now underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. Now this is where the more authority or trust that Google has in your site, the higher up in the list you're going to rank. So this is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites will help you climb and outrank the competition. Then once you are at the top of the list, you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming directly to your business. Now I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence, but please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like me to go into any further details. We can talk about some of your goals for the business and then do some research on our end to find out what it would take for you to reach those. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.